I started talking, and then I remember I was pointing, my mic was muted. Good afternoon, noon, morning, everybody. Good to see you, Marty. Good start. Yeah, I know. I am so charismatic, and yeah. So I so before I started the stream and everything, I started on the sketch for my model, and that's what I'm gonna be working on for the entirety of the stream. Last stream I tried to get music set up, like to be able to play like music that would get me copyright striked, like to be streamed, but then have the VOD record different audio. I couldn't watch your stream yesterday because Twitch started being a bitch to me. I think like the site in general, or like the start of my stream, because I was having issues again because it seemed like Streamlabs forgot my settings. So I had to fix that. I had to figure out the music, but unfortunately I could not figure out the music. So I just compiled safe game tracks from Terraria and Minecraft. because hey, good music. And I was sure to check because I know C418 is cool with that, but I double checked with Terraria music, and looks like the devs or Logic are pretty cool about that stuff. So I'm gonna turn that stuff on right now. And at any point it sounds too loud or too quiet, just let me know. It was the start of your stream, but then I could see that you were live because I saw that it was fixed. Yeah, it wasn't a Twitch end, it was a me end. But again, it was my second stream and this is my third, so I can only get better at setting everything up from here. Yeah, the starts have been full of struggles, but this one was smooth. Yeah, it was. Yeah, probably because I actually double-checked if Streamlabs remembered everything. The thing is, I knew you were live, but your stream disappeared. Interesting. So it might have been a Twitch thing, or both. So yeah, it might have. You know what? It might have been both. Twitch struggling, then Crow starting issues leads to 1 million 1 minute VODs. Next time this happens, I'll try in my VPN because it literally fixes that. VPNs are a gift, if I had to say. Because, like, because first of all, it like protects you from malicious malicious people and keeps your IP for the most part anonymous. I could be wrong, but also, yeah. Plus, it in some cases stabilizes your like server connections and all that. When I had a VPN, I didn't take it to the fullest advantage that I could have, but like watch movies from like different countries and all that, like set Netflix to the UK to watch like, what was it, Doctor Who. But yeah, so much stuff with VPNs. Good shit. You know what? To get it out of the way, I think I should do the eyes first. I always do the hair first. For whatever reason on my Sona. Probably because that's like the biggest thing on him. And for the most part, that's like his entire face. Or head. Yeah, pretty much. And this won't be the first time I've made a VTuber model. I made one years ago, and then a friend reached out to me asking if I have ever made VTuber models before. And I was like, yeah, but I could try doing it again, because it was like a hot minute since I've even like touched Live2D Cubism and like built an unrigged model like the one I'm making right now. So I made a model to get a feel for making an unrigged model, but then and then initially she was gonna rig it herself, but then I was like, hey, I would actually like to give it a try. So I could rig hers when I had it done. So she was like, okay, cool. I rigged the first model that I did, and I was happy with it, and learned a few things or two that I could do differently when I worked on her model. And then I made her model, and it turned out really good. Recently, she came out as trans, and I am currently working with her on remaking that model. Not that I'm not proud of the one that I made for her, and she did ask me to touch up the other one to make it look more like her but effeminate, but because it was pretty androgynous. But the vision that I had would have required me to start completely from scratch. Plus, the longer, like, it's that thing of the longer you look at something you did, the I didn't realize one of these songs has lyrics. I might skip this one so I don't talk over it. Anyway, the longer I looked at it, the more like I wanted to make a new one, essentially. And it is turning out really good so far. And she really loves how it's looking so far. And I am looking forward to rigging it. Because despite rigging, yes, it is quite a frustrating process, but I find the reward aspect of it, well, very rewarding. Because it's satisfying to look at. Especially, like, physics. When you do physics in it. Like, make it all, like, bouncy, or, like, have certain things swaying. Because the proudest thing on that model, the first model I made for her, was there was a little keychain on one of the loops of the belt of the pants, and the way it swung, I was really proud of it. And it was my first time doing something like that on a model, so I've come to learn that anything you do on a VTuber model, like, especially when it's something you haven't done it before, it's a learning experience, I would say. So this one, between hers and mine, like the one I make of her right now and mine, I will have 4 rigged models under my belt when they're done. And the first model I rigged for her is up on my VGen. And at some point, I will have a camera, so I don't have to rely on the default or animations that come with Live2D Cubism to do better showcases, because I don't have a camera. I was supposed to get one, but then Amazon canceled it out of nowhere for no reason, and now I don't have the funds to try again. So I know that I can just put up a throne in case anybody's generous, but it's more like, do I try the same one again, or if I try something else? Because I know a lot of VTubers use their, like, iPhones because of the facial recognition. For one, I don't have an iPhone. 2, I don't have dual monitors, so I have to rely on my phone to be able to read chat and all that. And make sure my stream is working from my end. It's a whole lot of hoopla. Especially with, like, and then I would have been able to afford a lot of things if it weren't for the government having to pay student loans. Like, I'm very fortunate to not have to pay as much a month for student loans, but at the same time, it's, like, very infuriating. Like, I could use it for other things, especially in the day and age we live in. I can't wait to rig this model because I won't have to rig a mouth. And I think that's the big part of this, is that I don't have to rig a mouth, because as you can tell, my Sona doesn't have one. Oh, and eyelashes. I mean, I don't have a problem rigging eyelashes. It's very satisfying to make them bounce when you blink. But at the same time, it's just like, it's less work for me. I was just taking a moment to name my layers, because naming your layers is important. Important. think naming your layers made the stream lag on your end. Why would naming my layers make the stream lag? I can't handle my making my brush big. My Photoshop swag. I probably wouldn't have this problem if I just by certain means get Photoshop without going through Adobe, let's say. But I am not in a place to be ballsy like that yet. But God, I would really want to, because a reason why Photoshop and Adobe programs eat at your computer so much is because they have all these things going on in the background that aren't even like related to Photoshop. It's the cloud. It's their little thing of making sure that you are using their products and obtain them through legal means, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, I could say you know what? Like, yeah, I'm twitchy about pirating from Adobe because I don't want to risk quarreling with them. Yeah, sailing the 7 seas. No, I feel like I would get seasick. And by seasick, I mean the sea making me sick. Which I do not need right now. Did I do it on here? Yes, I did. Am I recognizing this theme correctly? Yep. This is the theme that plays during the pirate invasion event. It's ironic because we were talking about sailing the 7 seas. Adobe programs. Oh my god. That's actually really funny. I mean, I do want to switch to, like, Clip Studio, like, as much as I, like, suck at acclimating to new programs. Especially, like, because I've used Adobe for, like, 4 years? So, I've been using Photoshop for 4 years. And maybe when I have a bit more like free because my big whoop is outside of learning the programs. It's actually having the funds to pay for it, like pay for, like, to buy the whole program to be able to use it, or not go on a subscription. And then there's brushes. The brushes that I use... Why isn't it drawing? That is so weird. Anyway, the brushes I use... they do... The person makes Photoshop brushes, but they mostly make brushes for Clip Studio, and they look so nice. Their name is... I gotta see in my brush folder. Dawners? Like Dawn as in Dawn of Time, and Urs. like amazing artist and has these beautiful brush sets, and a majority of the time makes them for Clip Studio, and I'm just like, God, I wish I could use these in Photoshop. Because, oh my goodness. I mean, I did comment on something on one of their tweets talking about, like, mentioning that I use the Photoshop brushes, and I've been yearning for another Photoshop brush pack, and they're like, oh, I'm making one soon, I'll reach out when I'm done with it. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. But yet again, at the same time, I think it would be a good idea to actually own the program that I'm using. It would save me a lot of heartbreak. You know what? That might have to be a thing I put on Throne, like funds to actually get Clip Studio. Which is the same program 4-Leaf Island uses, right? Yeah. God, I've heard their horror stories with Adobe. I mean, they've been doing art a lot longer than I have. And have had their own quarrels with Adobe, which, Godspeed, dude. I mean, they have gotten lighter with their TOS, like, from I'm meaning from their perspective. I'm not meaning that their shit is okay now, but Adobe, excuse me, it's still hella bad, and I really need to get out of it until they do another kind of stupid move where I don't own anything that I use. I keep doing that burp like hiccup kind of thing. A very uncomfortable one. Good lord. It ain't even my stutter this time. It's just my breakfast, man. The oatmeal you had coming back to haunt you. Oatmeal is so good. I don't know why it's being so mean to me. I like oatmeal. I don't know why oatmeal has to be so mean to me. Oh, I drew that on the iris. And this is the other tedious part of... Oh, I think... You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think the hardest part about making a model is doing the art for it. Because everything that moves has to be on its own layer. And the eyes that I do, the pupil moves separate from the iris. So it's even more so. God. If anything... Yeah, again. I mean, they turn... As much as art itself is a process of hating some moments of it, it's mostly the results that make it all worth it. Which I know is cheesy as hell, but stay with me on that one. I mean, you can still enjoy doing art, you can hate doing art, you can have that love-hate relationship with it. But, yeah, you have to have a great amount of patience to get the results that you're wanting. Me rushing through every piece, then wondering why I burn out. Yeah, it's because you rush. Don't take your time. I think you would really benefit from taking a chill pill and taking a moment, man. Only I'm allowed to bully my mod. Because I live with him. I know everything. He has nothing to hide from me. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I've seen there's been like a resurgence of like Terraria. Like for no particular reason, it's just the randomness of it just getting popular again out of nowhere. Which I got nothing wrong about. Terraria's a good game. Like, well, I mean, how I first saw it starting to get a resurgence was people taking pictures of like Chinese restaurants, water parks that are like local, like not like big brand company type of establishments using Terraria fonts. And then I started getting just general content related to it as the algorithm goes, predictively. But still, I don't know if that's just a me thing. Gotta make jelly beans. Jelly bean eyes. Yay, I can actually see when my boyfriend makes me hydrate. Yay. Where is my water bottle? Oh, it's over there. My big metal goblet, which still is cold from yesterday. Had to go deliver it, yeah, because it was on my bedside table. So I can take my medications in the morning. Well, not my medications, my multivitamins, or like, what was it, like NAC? Yeah, NAC. Because my med doctor said that it would help with certain, like, not like cure, but help with certain symptoms with autism, like make them less severe to deal with. While I haven't noticed any extreme changes, I do feel like not as terrible as I usually do. Which might also be the Abilify. Because I know that it helps with irritability with autism. I'm still not over the fact that my old manager from my old job was, like, when I started taking it, like, a long time ago, and I was telling her about that, and she's like, yeah, it makes sense. And I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? And she's like, you get very irritated when stuff gets moved around without you knowing, and I'm just like, you know what, you're right. Because I gotta have a system. I gotta know where everything is. And if it gets, like, disturbed in a way, I will be very upset. I'm hungry, I want milk. And if I don't get what I want, I will make your life miserable. That one PragerU ad. I hope with my not remembering entire quotes, people still get what I'm getting at. My name's Dory, and I have short-term memory loss. That ain't... Yeah, that is a memory loss thing. It's not a stutter thing. Because believe it or not, I do stutter. It's just not as bad right now, I think. Like, how do we tell him? Well, you don't tell me because I just did it. Wow, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Alright, naming layers, naming layers. Alright, moving layers around. There we go. Eyeball. Yeah, eyeball. We ball. Oh my god, after all this Terraria, we get a Minecraft song, guys. Oh my goodness. It's like I put all 4 volumes of Terraria music into this playlist and just hand-picked Minecraft songs that I actually like. And there we go. We have eyes. Did you forget the shuffle button exists, or was it on purpose? There, it is on shuffle. It is on shuffle. It's just, I think 3/4 of the playlist is like Terraria music, and the other quarter of it is Minecraft. Alright. So if the server does get laggy for a moment, I am putting everything on its own layer. Because to be able to, because there's a left part of the eye and there's a right part of the eye, and all that needs to be separated. So we duplicate them. And put them in folders. I would share my entire screen unless I had like a second monitor, because nobody can see, like, because from my end I got my brushes, my layers, and my color wheel thing, but you guys don't see it because they're all not attached to the program, because I like to move my shit around more freely. So this will be the left, and that will be the right. So right eye, or our eye. And there's how many? And I also like to have the amount of layers in there, so I know how many originals there were. I did not utter the forbidden words, I promise. Oh, the right eye and the left eye. Damn it, I gotta do it one layer at a time. That is actually irritating. Alright, that's left. Hide that, and then do the right. Alright, I think we got a big part out of the way, which is the eyes. They're under my eyebrows! Just put. Alright. Speaking of eyebrows. Oh no, keep that symmetry layer on. Decent. This song goes hard. I think it's one of the boss musics, actually. Boss songs. Lunar Towers. Yeah, this plays during a solar eclipse event in Terraria. And that happens... I think it only happens during hard mode. Like, after you defeat the Wall of Flesh. I could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I do watch Terraria with Damon, but I think he more allows it on to have it as background noise than actually pay attention, which I don't blame him for. Because there's, well, it's mostly been Sypho and McCrae playing two YouTubers playing modded Terraria. Yeah. And the majority of the time it's them playing it modded, like playing like Calamity. This one also goes hard. Okay, Ocean Knight. Okay. Oh, this is the new Eater of Worlds boss music. I just remembered that they did a big update a while ago, adding individual boss music to the bosses. Okay, I might have the eye bags and shit on its own separate layer. TBH. Speaking of, this is just me being a geek, but because we were watching a video by Sypho, and he was saying how between both the corruption bosses that he finds the brain of Cthulhu to be hard. Which is a shock to me that he would say that, because I don't think the brain is that hard of a boss. And this is my personal opinion, because I don't know. Like, you can predict what it's doing more and not get yourself in such a kerfuddle over the Eater of Worlds, because with the Eater of Worlds, when you kill like a segment of it, it splits it in half if you aren't careful enough. Okay, jungle music go off, but like with the Eater of Worlds, if one wrong move you can go terribly wrong. As for the brain, you gotta kind of use your brain, which now that I say that is probably why he struggles with it a lot. Because there's a point in the brain boss fight where he makes phantoms of himself. Like, there's 4, one's real and one isn't. And, they move, like, at the same time that you do. So you just have to not be stupid and stay still for the most part, I think. It's been a while since I played the game, but that's what I can recollect about the brain fight. I say I know so much about Terraria, but I cannot get past the mech bosses. Me nodding along as if I know any of these words. I am just, I don't understand, I don't expect people to know what I'm talking about for the most part. I can only hope that my rambling, like, kind of the same reason we have videos on in the background, it's just for background noise. Plus, I do the same thing with everybody else. Like, even though I'm genuinely interested in what they're talking about, I don't know what they're talking about, and I probably won't retain half of it, which I feel bad about, but I hope people take my word when I say I enjoy hearing people ramble about stuff. Alright, I'm gonna predict this one. This is the golem, or not golem, goblin invasion. Oh no, it's slime rain. I mean, I guess it's similar. So I'm kind of right. Alright. I think after the eye bags down here, we will be done with the eyes, specifically. Oh my god, guys, a Minecraft song! Oh my goodness! What a break from the ads. Now that I think about it, I think I should make a Discord server. Like, what do you think? I don't know. I'm looking at my mod and he's just shrugging at me. I guess it's more setting it up for it to be able to work is the big thing about it. Crow wants me to mod both stream and server alone because he hates me. You wouldn't be modding it alone. I just wouldn't be there to look at it all the time, and neither will you, so it's okay. Plus, again, I'm not, like, completely out there quiet yet, but it would still be nice to have a little place. Yeah, I could always set it up for the future. I think the main thing that I'm worrying about is if it, like, gets, like, to, like, Therm's size. He is wicked and cruel. Well, hello, Electro. Yes, I am wicked and cruel. We're just sitting here, vibing, making my model. Only an hour into it, and I've only just got the eyes done. Which is pretty accurate. Because everything moves. I mean, yeah, look at those complete eyes. Yeah. I mean, nobody can see it on my end. A complete anybody probably takes a while. It does take a while. But in my opinion, it's mostly the eyes and the mouth, because depending on how complex the body is, there is gonna be a lot of layers. Like the amount of accessories and all that. And with the mouth, which I am fortunate because there is no mouth on this model. But because with the mouth, there's teeth, both bottom and top, the inside, the lips, and the skin, having to hide the inside of the mouth. I think the face is the most complex part. I have no mouth and I must speak. My Sonia isn't the first character to, canonically not have a mouth. Or at least not have a visible one. Because there is Huda, who is one of my OCs, who doesn't have a mouth. But he actually speaks telepath. A cigarette is just stuck on with sticky tape. Yeah, pretty much. Which, the cigarette, I just knocked over my indestructible water bottle, but the cigarette, I actually plan on having it move as I speak with a little physics on it. Because the whole logic of my Sona is that, like, he's just a massive, he's got silhouette logic. He's just a big shadow with eyes. And same goes for the mouth. Like, the mouth doesn't show. Only the eyes show up. Oh my god, is this the fucking winter event? Frost Moon, yeah, the Frost Moon event. Hell yeah. Add this to the Christmas playlist. Have my Christmas whimsy partner. And have my contribution be Terraria boss music. The Christmas playlist is just this on loop. That would be my Christmas playlist on loop. Other than Jay Schlatt's covers of Christmas music. Which I am still very sad we couldn't get his album last Christmas. I really hope he like either does something like that again, or likewise. Yes, his voice is so good for that. His voice is good for covers. He is a good singer. But I am happy he is like taking a break for the most part. Like, even though he's doing like stuff for Gameaverse, I really hope he is loving his him time and just taking time for himself. It'd be funny if he purged all Gameaverse fans in a few years like he did with the Dream SMP. I predict that he's gonna do that. Because, yeah, from what I observed, Glitch fans aren't the most completely... Like, oh my goodness. He must be having war flashbacks with Glitch fans. Like, if not now, then later. Since he's been predominantly offline. Because I saw a post on Twitter at one point of someone describing Game Over, or not Game Overs, the Amazing Digital Circus fandom like the worst fan that they've seen in like years. Like it was that bad. So I would not be surprised, honestly. Because the Amazing Digital Circus is gonna just jump to the next big thing of Glitch, which is probably Gameaverse. If not Knights of Guinevere or oh, what's it called? Like something District. Which all look really good, and I'm excited to see. Is this the Brain battle music? Alt title? Oh, that's just an alternative title of it. Title screen music. Gaslight District, yes. I am pretty jazzed up to see the Gaslight District. I am so funny. But yeah, no, if anything, I fully expect him to do the same thing he did with the Dream SMP fans, where he like purges everybody in his chat that has a username related to any glitch production. Where the hell did I put the gauges? Oh, they're right there. Oh, it's because I copied them. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm fumbling through my layers. Low-key, I think the world needs a kids show that teaches media literacy because the amazing Digital Circus fandom especially lost all of it. Yes. I think media literacy has slowly been deteriorating, but like it's just this is the worst case of it because I think it mostly started with mouthwashing because for a lot of reasons. And like I wasn't around for when it was like massive, but from the video essays that I watched, at least recently, like I didn't miss a whole lot because it was just a bunch of people like not really getting what's going on. And nobody will understand why Swansea is my favorite. Other than everybody else, except for Jimmy. The only reason I could ever like Jimmy is because he's like well written, and that's it. But like Swansea was like the only competent member on that ship, despite him being like, from what I understand why people wouldn't like him for this, but because he's like so irritable and like kind of rude towards Daisuke and everybody else. But the moment he found out what Jimmy did, he was like not amused with him at all. He just had enough of his shit. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because Damon has brought over chocolate donuts that are frozen together. And he's trying not to laugh. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I get the crumbled up broken one. Move some stuff out of the way right here. Looking for things to talk about as I'm moving stuff around. But my game controller, I was able to legally play Twilight Princess last night. And I know I did that practice stream with Potion Craft, but a part of me would think it would be really fun to do a Twilight Princess game playthrough. Because that is the Zelda game for me. I don't care if everybody has done a playthrough of it and streamed a playthrough of it. It's my turn. I want a turn. I just realized I did the shadow ring on the wrong side, which You know what, actually? Yeah, let me break these in half. Because with this model, I'm trying to do some magic. I did not mean to do that. Never played that one. Kind of want to. My favorite Zelda so far is Echoes of Wisdom. Ooh. Twilight Princess was one of my childhood games because I had a Wii and my mom's ex at the time was like a gaming geek and all that, and gave me a GameCube version of Twilight Princess, and I used one of the GameCube controllers my mother's boyfriend had at the time to play it on the Wii, and I loved it. I loved it. My aunt did have the Wii version when I was like much younger, but I didn't really remember it that much until like recently. But yeah, I think it's a good game, in my opinion. Whoever says it's the overrated Zelda game has no joy in whimsy. And people are allowed to like whatever they want, because sometimes things are overrated, quote unquote, for good reason. But for me, it's not just the style of the game, it's the story in it as well, and the world building. And like outside, like Midna as a character. I love Midna as a character. Like, I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but I love her character development over time. Because she just starts out as like very snarky, very rude. Or I wouldn't say rude, she's just like very bossy with Link. But yeah, like one of my favorite characters in that game. But it's just a well-written, like very well-developed game. Okay. Server might lag because I'm naming a bunch of layers, and from what Damon has told me, the stream did not get happy when I was naming layers. Alright. I think it was a one-off lag spike, to be honest. You might be good. Okay, because I have been naming layers off and on for a good minute. And I've just been worried that it's been just lagging every time. Okay. Now to see if my little experiment will work. Because this might be the easy, lazy way of pulling this off. But I also gotta remember how many times I turn it to one side. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that actually works. Because what I'm trying to do is, be able to pull off a 3D looking effect with the gauges. Like when I turn my head and all that. But yeah, that works. Methinks. I'm just wanting to make sure everything is symmetrical because I'm weird, but also because symmetry is important with this kind of stuff. Yeah, it only did it once. Okay, cool. Cool. Just taking notes for, like, any adjustments needed in the future. I feel redeeming that right as I take a bite of a donut. Okay, send my tablet down, and I'm stretching. Hopefully the mic doesn't get me groaning like an old man when I'm not that old. Stretch. This might be for, like, the better of me. These. The chair made it sound like you broke your bones. Well, it feels like I'm breaking my bones. That is a major exaggeration. I feel fine. Okay. Okay, I stretched. Are you happy, Mod? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Yay. Anybody that redeems, like, a stretch, like stretching, it'll be supervised by my mod. So, your points are well spent. He will take accountability for my actions. On stream. Might make it a thing to stretch every hour, honestly. I don't blame you. Are you even, like, accumulating enough, points to do that? Yeah, I got 3K right now. I wonder if there's a way, or I might have to, like, amp up the economy. Well, probably not at the start, because you're kind of here all the time, every stream. I will be the 1% of the sticks and stones economy. Hey, allow everybody to have their own sticks and stones. You can't have them all. We're on a planet with limited resources, you know. I am a hoarder. You are not a hoarder. I promise you that. I've lived with one. It is not fun. I'll take a goblin or a dragon as a middle ground because at least they have a system. Oh my god, Crimson Corruption music. Take me away. We need a praise emote for the banger songs. I need to add emotes. I do want to add the, like, the schizophrenic Hank Heffley meme. What? Frank? I thought it was Hank. Frank Heffley. Oh my god, I need one of those. Okay, so I need an emote of him. I need a praise emote. I need a... God, that should be something I do behind the scenes. Like, figure out what emotes would be good to, like, start with. And what they should be, really. Because I could do my Sona, but at the same time, I would have to be really creative, like, with the brows and eyes for expressions, because again, he doesn't have a mouth to go, oh my god, or like the pog emote. So it might, now that I think about it, it might just have to be a mix of my Sona and maybe like how I'm illustrating crows for my viewers, the ones here on Twitch. VOD watchers will just have to figure out their own unique thing. Or what they get. Oh my god. Minecraft. VOD watchers are vultures, maybe haps. I mean that works. because this is no insult to VOD watchers. Like, this is just like coming from me knowing the behavior of vultures. They will lurk around, like they will circle around like remains so they can, like, you know, eat. Like, they don't hunt a lot of the time. They are scavengers. That's the right word for it. They're scavengers. So as crows here are, I mean, crows do the same thing, but they aren't so, I wouldn't say they're so restrictive. Scavenging on the remains of the stream, yeah. Oh yeah, because crows don't just eat, like, they eat just about anything, I think. Because I know they eat berries and seeds and all that jazz. If my mod could fact check me on that, that would be amazing. On like crow diets. %70 plant matter, seeds and stuff, and 30% animal matter, according to Mr. Google. Okay, so I was right in that, like, yeah. So I mean, vultures do hunt, but again, that's not a majority of what they do. I think they actually eat bones. Bones and meat. I think there's a name for that. Like when they have bones as their primary diet. My autism is failing me. I should be knowing these things. Carrion is flesh of dead animals, so maybe that includes bones. I think I would say that would include bones, or maybe they don't eat the bones. Maybe I'm getting that from somewhere else. But yeah, VOD watchers would definitely be vultures. Apparently, bearded vultures' diets consist 70 to 90% of bones. And those are the one with the, like, very, like, cool, like, eyes, right? Oh, I'm being given the, hold up finger. Oh, okay, so I am right. Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking in the right direction. Okay, now for the hair. Because, there's the top part, and then this part. Because, like, this can very much be its own thing. Or something. Or maybe at least this part be its own thing, and everything else be fine. Or... because it would be this... this. You know what? It might just have to be like that. That just might be it. Might have to work from the bottom up, honestly. because I've drawn the back of his head before. Yeah. I know nobody's gonna see this part of the hair, but I still think it's fun to do. It's all for me. Little rat tail. I want a rat tail again. I genuinely want a rat tail part of my mullet. Or more for a death hawk, but yeah. Maybe next time I get my hair cut, maybe we can cut the hair a little shorter, but still have like one part that's still longer than the rest. Alrighty. Coloring time. You see, there's the effect that I want. But I need to go like this. Because I need to get a solid color for the, or line color for the parts that show his skin. Ah yes, Minecraft music as a treat. My personal favorite song to put for dance and music that sounds good is the little dinosaur gif or emote. I think it's cute. "5 hours of Terraria, occasionally broken up by Minecraft." Let me see how many hours this is actually. It is 3.5 hours worth of music. So it will likely last for, like, the entirety of the stream. Which is a good thing, I'd say. I gotta find something to draw myself while you're doing this. Make co-working a reality. Yeah, that's the purpose that I hope for this streams, is to allow people to co-work. Oh my god, I remember this Brook Sharks? Shark Brooks? Shark Bites? Brook. I remember in one of her videos, she, like, as she was talking about something, she was like, I know some of y'all are drawing with me in the background, and I'm just like, excuse me? Shut up. But, because I like having her in the background because I like hearing her talk. Or just background noise. Because some of the videos that I turn on in the background while I work, I don't really pay attention to. So. Yeah. I just hope that this can be like background noise for people, even if they aren't paying attention to what I'm saying or anything. Not that I expect anyone to. Shout out to any lurkers that come by here. Y'all make the dream work. Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch. Yes, I have seen this been talked about before. Like, even though I said, like, I don't want to talk about controversy in here, I'm meaning, like, big stuff. Like, something that'll just genuinely, like, ruin the vibe. But, I don't know. I just think other streamers and just Twitch themselves should treat lurkers better, because not everybody is going to be open to participating in certain things. Like, I can say hi at the beginning of stream and then just lurk. But especially, I'm more so talking about the ones who just don't say anything and just lurk. Like, for real. Okay. Oh my god, they actually made a song for the Torch God. I'm just like, okay, what's this beat? It's the oh my god, the boss music for the Torch God. Gotta add that to my liked music really quick. Because what the torch god is in Terraria is that you place a bunch of torches, like I think like 100 torches, and you have to survive an onslaught of fireballs. And then after that you can place as much torches as you want. There is a reason why the boss exists, but something about placing too many torches down. That's what I know. Well, obviously. Okay. There's just some loud booms outside, and that could be literally anything. But that did not sound like a firework. It sounded like metal. Metal? It's the road again. Yeah, they're fixing the road outside the house. Guys, I'm trying to work here. God. Pardon me for my silence. I am thinking about what to do with this pear. Okay, underground desert. Am I right? Yep. Or no, underground jungle. I knew it was like underground. What a beautiful mane of hair, my guy. Someone fire me. I'm doom scrolling on the job. What the fuck, man? Can't be doom scrolling. That's bad for you. Not good for your mental health. Doom scrolling, but Doom is bad. Doom is bad, bro. Ah, yes. He is perfect. Exactly what I was going for. Ooh. Minecraft break, but also it's something good. Vibin', yeah, for real. Alright, lovely mod. What do we think of the whiskers? Hee. Yeah. Like, if it isn't obvious by my voice, I am trans. But, one of my goals for my transition was whiskers. Also, why do I say if it wasn't obvious because of my voice? Well, probably because I know that it's not an uncommon thing. But anyway, like, one of my goals of being on testosterone was, like, whiskers. Like facial hair wise, that was my goal. Oh my god. Why is everything hating me right now? There we go. Oh, it's because I keep pressing Windows, not Control. Oopsies. Wrong alert! Minor spelling mistake. Maybe we should get an emote for chatters for that. Spelling mistake. Because I know people be making spelling mistakes and being like, shit. Actually might space the whiskers out a little bit, since it is spaced out on his ref. I'm in the middle of something here, I'll stretch in a minute. Okay, I still might fix that, but I'm gonna stretch like I'm being told to. Okay. I actually have to find a stretch that helps my ass, because it's not really my leg, it's also my ass, is because my chair sucks. Or it lost its cushion really quickly. New chair goal incoming. Well, maybe like one of those things you put on the chair for a start. Maybe a good chair. Alright, I did my stretches. Because a chair I would want is one with a footrest on it. Because I'm one of those. I think someone compared me to L. So many characters I know that just go by singular letters. L sits like kind of like in a squat, like he's hugging his knees. I kind of sit like that. And plus, I like having my slab in my lap as I draw. It's a very comfy little setup. She is gorgeous to me. Okay, maybe a little lower and that looks better. Perhaps. Yeah, a little lower. Okay. It's chin hair time. It's so weird seeing him with a skull. Like, and all of this is weird because I never draw a neck on him unless it's like the sweater. And then you can never really see where these hair strands are like coming from. And I don't really draw the rest of his body either. Though I do have an idea of what it looks like when he's not wearing his gloves. Or his shoes, or everything. Ooh, it's a blood moon. Nikki Crow, scary. Nikki Crow is scary. This is why he is scary, or he would be scary to make a spicy art of, because it's weird seeing him without his clothes. Alright, that's good. Also, I know I just said I would be done with the whiskers, but maybe a little less dramatically long. Like, maybe just that. But the twirly mustache, it could be. I did not make him to have a curly mustache. Okay, I think that's the head. Well, except for the hair strands going down the front, but I think that's just the head. Drawing Crow with crazy facial hair because funny. I think they only, well, yeah, obviously his facial hair is like black, so could draw him like facial hair. It's like a twirly or a curly mustache is like a joke sometimes, but yeah. No, I don't want to do that. Photoshop. Open up my calculator for a moment. Okay, never heard this one before. I'll check in a moment. Calculating. Yeah, because I count how many layers there are in these folders. Because within Live2D, you will make deformers and rotational deformers, just all that fun stuff. I might count, because there's 33 layers, I might count that as 33 because of the hair strands I'm about to do. angles correctly. Okay. Alright. Get a screenshot of this real quick. Yep, that's ahead. Also share this in the thing. Okie dokie, it's the scary part now, it's body time. Which, I don't think it's scary to do the body. I wish I hadn't gotten us all the pretzels last night, man. I'm craving them. Pretzels are so good. Like, dead ass, they're so good. Okay, dope. greedy and only got myself food. Come on, man. Well, I still got that. What's left of my oatmeal and the donut. I might have some of that really quick. Mmm. I sound so enthusiastic? Well, that's because I have a hard time controlling whether or not I sound enthusiastic about things or not. Also, my tongue still hurts from biting it hard as fuck the other day. Yeah, I thought you actually like broke skin. You like reacted so extremely. Ooh, this is the deer clops fight. I remember you saying something about you liking Don't Starve. Yeah, because they did a collaboration with Terraria and put deer clops in here. By in here, I mean in the game, but yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I think the scars should be a different color, though. Methinks. Maybe not as saturated? Maybe. Something like that? How's that look? Okay, okay. Stretch in my chair. stomach, torso. Hydrate or die straight. No. Yeah, fine. Pro must stay hydrated for good art. There are things that I can't say, because preschool toys are present. I thought the music starting was an ad somehow. Nah. No ads for my music. had you in another tab and was like, wait. Nah, it's all good. Okay, which one's this? Ooh, this is the alternate boss music for the Queen Bee. That is awesome. I think this song is Underground, the Celestial, or the Hollowed. Underground Ice. Maybe I thought it was Underground, or Underground Hollow was because I had Hollowed in an ice biome, which is not ideal at all, but what can I do other than restart all my progress over again? Hell yeah, mushroom biome. Alright. I think this is where the lore, or not lore, character design that I haven't even shown Damon yet. Aside from darkening his knuckles really quick. Or the shadow, I mean. But yeah, darken the arms, or do a small gradient. Something like that. Hell yeah. I thought it would look cool. I'm gonna do the same thing with the legs. Hold on, I gotta text somebody back really quick. Texting on the jobs, SMH. Well, it's one of those things of where if I don't get back to them, I'm gonna get chewed. um. Alright, I'm done texting on the job. Open back to being able to observe my stream chat. Alright, you guys not be able to see it, but I'm currently separating the layers so they all have their own, so I'm able to rig them separately. Let's see. That will be the sides. So that'll be the left. Hard work, hard work. I was very talkative earlier, but I guess I just ran out of things to say. Locked in or locked out. Exactly. Blocked. Plus minor spelling mistake, sob. Yeah. Happens to the best of us. Alright, those are the arms. Hello to the lurkers in there. I see y'all. Ooh, this one's Skeleton Prime, the music. Skeleton Prime boss music. The bopping head cat. GIF. Trademark. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to find my pencil again. Good lord. I have too many brushes. There's. I love the occasional rewarding Minecraft song. I think that's the funniest part of all the music that I have in the background. It's just a bunch of Terraria and then boom, occasional Minecraft song. I am gonna be right back really quick. I need to pee. But I'll leave you guys with the music. And Holy shit, I missed Plantera? This is Plantera's theme. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. I'm back, jump scare. Alright. There's the body. I do have a tail for the model. Move it up front here really quick. I do have a tail for it, but that'll be for an endeavor off stream, I feel. Because I'd rather not embarrass myself trying to figure out the tail. So the tail may just be a me thing for me to do off stream. But we still got like a half an hour left, which means I can get started on the clouds after I'm done separating the limbs. The clouds, yeah. Okie dokie. Now we can actually get started on the codes. Yes, clothes. I may not finish the clothes in the stream, but I might get a majority of them done. But there just might be some things I will have to do off stream. So I can rig it Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Oh yeah, I think it's, yeah, Chirp. Chirp's really good. Good shit. Ooh, it looks like a crop top without jacket over. Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm treating it the same as I did the torso. Like, because there's the chest, the waist, and the hips, I'm gonna treat that the same. Because I believe, like, this is an endeavor for another time. I could make an outfit of what he would look like when he's not wearing his jumpsuit. Because lore-wise, he wears that thing to protect himself from the plants and other life that could hurt him. Get a vertical symmetry tool in here. Oh yeah, I do got 14 minutes. Well, at least get the sweater done. But yeah, I will finish the model off stream. I think the most I wanted to show off was doing like the face. There we go. Hell yeah. There it is. Perfect. Alright, I think I just might finish the torso part. And then just call it. And then I'll finish it afterwards. After I finish the stream. And there we go. Turn on all of the layers. Well, I got a shirt on. And that will be it for today. Thank y'all for stopping by. And I will see y'all tomorrow around the same time. Goodbye.